Imagine stumbling upon a piece of history that dates back 32 million years. A family from Mobile, Alabama, experienced this extraordinary moment when they discovered a fossil belonging to a newly identified genus of the endangered leatherback sea turtle along a riverbank in southern Alabama. This remarkable find is not just a fossil. It's a window into a distant past, and it's now proudly displayed at the McWane Science Center in Birmingham. Adrian Coleman, a member of the family, recounted the moment of discovery. When we came across that, we all just kind of stared at each other for a minute. Like, this is it! The fossil was spotted by her 13-year-old daughter during a family outing on the Alabama River, about 2 hours north of Mobile, in the Black Belt region. But the significance of this story extends far beyond the initial excitement of finding a fossil. Paleontologist Andrew Gentry, who was the first to identify the fossil, emphasized the importance of this discovery, stating, "We still have a great deal to learn from this fossil. To truly appreciate its significance, we must journey back 32 million years to a time when the Earth was transitioning from a warmer, greenhouse-like climate to a cooler one. During this period, much of lower Alabama was submerged underwater. This era predates the existence of the underwater forest, a site off the Alabama coast known for its fossilized trees, by tens of millions of years. And it occurred approximately 31.7 million years before humans appeared on the planet. Leatherback sea turtles are fascinating creatures. They hold the title of the largest sea turtles in the world, and their shells are constructed from thousands of tiny, tile-like bones called ossicles, rather than the typical plates found in other turtles. These ossicles are held together by soft collagen, creating a mosaic-like structure. This unique design allows the turtles to dive deep into the ocean. As water pressure increases, their shells can flex to accommodate the change. However, this also means that when these turtles die, their shells often disintegrate as the collagen breaks down. Gentry explained, "Often, we get only a handful of isolated ossicles. Seeing an intact mosaic of these leatherback ossicles, seeing it for the first time, it was certainly something I will never forget." The fossilized turtle was likely buried in sediment shortly after its death, which protected it from scavengers and the effects of decomposing bacteria. Over millions of years, the surrounding sediment solidified into limestone, encasing the shell within a boulder. The Coleman family recognized the significance of their find immediately. "When I got over there was no question that it was something," Adrian Coleman recalled. "You could tell. But it's nothing that we thought it was going to be." Adrian and her husband, Adam, both grew up searching for fossils in Alabama and have continued this passion with their children, Tala, 17, and Corey, 12. In 2021, while boating on the Alabama River, they decided to take a break on the riverbank for lunch. Even though they weren't actively searching for fossils, their eyes remained alert. It was Tala who first noticed the fossil, igniting a wave of excitement within the family. "We were really excited, but it was crazy how quiet we were that first day about it, because we were just looking at everything so hard, examining everything, kind of just in awe," Adrian shared. Initially, the family was unsure of what to do with their discovery and chose to keep it as their special lunch spot for a while. Eventually, they felt compelled to share their find with the world. Adrian reached out to a researcher at the University of South Alabama, but didn't receive a response. In the fall of 2022, she contacted Gentry after reading about him and another turtle fossil found in northern Alabama. Gentry visited the site with Adam Coleman and immediately recognized the fossil's significance. "It took me a few minutes to collect myself and to start to begin to realize what was ahead," he said. However, the challenge was significant. The fossil was located in a remote area accessible only by boat, and the boulder containing it was the size of an SUV, making heavy machinery impractical for excavation. Gentry reached out to June Ebersole, a paleontologist at the McWane Science Center, to devise a plan for extracting the fossil. Together, they assembled a team of researchers from various organizations, including the Geological Survey of Alabama and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, to assist in the excavation. Weather conditions posed additional challenges, as the team had to work during the summer months when temperatures soared above 90 degrees. They also had to wait for the river to recede to safely access the fossil. Finally, on July 8, 2023, the team successfully fractured the boulder and transported the piece containing the fossil. By the time they reached the boat ramp in Clark County, news of the fossil had spread, and a crowd had gathered to witness the researchers' arrival. Fortunately, a local resident offered to use his John Deere front-end loader to help move the boulder onto the trailer, showcasing the community's enthusiasm for this remarkable find. Gentry noted, "It doesn't seem to matter where I'm collecting fossils or where I go in the state, but fossils specifically seem to have this way of turning people who are strangers into collaborators and into colleagues. Everyone seems to have this shared love of fossils." The most astonishing revelation about the fossil came once it was analyzed in the lab. It belongs not only to a newly discovered species of leatherback sea turtle, but also to an entirely new genus. During the time this turtle lived, there were two distinct lineages of leatherback sea turtles, one with ridges along its back and one without. The fossil represents the lineage with smooth backs. While both lineages adapted to deep water diving, only the ridged lineage survived, leading to the extinction of the smooth-backed group. Gentry explained, despite the fact that they had clearly a similar ecology and a similar anatomy, the ridgeless group went extinct. The modern leatherback sea turtle is the only surviving member of either lineage. The newly identified species has been named Eualoca culminorum, pronounced Wheeloja culminum. The genus name Eualoca is derived from the Muskogee word for water, Weewa, and turtle, Loke. This naming honors the Muskogee language of the Creek Indians, as the fossil was discovered in their ancestral territory. Kimberly Gregson, a researcher on the team, is a member of the Porch Band of Creek Indians, and Muskogee speakers from the tribe collaborated with researchers to select the name. Samantha Martin, the Creek language coordinator for the Porch Creek Indians, expressed excitement about the recognition of their language, stating, "This is the first fossil to carry a Muskogee name, and it's exciting to see our language recognized in this way. Opportunities like this weave our voice." Gentry refers to it as the Rosetta Stone of ridgeless leatherback fossils, but he emphasizes that this discovery is merely the beginning of a larger journey. The exact location of the fossil remains confidential, as Gentry believes there may be more fossils waiting to be uncovered, and they want to protect the site from potential fossil hunters. More importantly, this fossil offers scientists an invaluable glimpse into the Oligocene epoch, 32 million years ago. It not only sheds light on the leatherback sea turtles of that era, but also provides insights into what Alabama's environment looked like during that time. Gentry remarked, "Finding anything from this time period is obviously very significant in our efforts to reconstruct what the environments in Alabama during that time would have looked like." The Coleman family plans to continue their fossil hunting adventures. While they may never find another fossil quite like this one, they are eager to keep their eyes open for new discoveries. "That right there just set more of a little fire for it," Adrian said. "The kids are always looking, trying to find a turtle now. We're just going to keep what we do and just enjoy it." What do you think about the significance of this discovery? Do you believe that more fossils are waiting to be found in Alabama? Share your thoughts in the comments.